Hwange district lies in the basin of the mighty Zambezi River, a world of wildlife, and the mighty Victoria Falls. Hwange is renowned worldwide for tourism. Rural Hwange, however, is beset with challenges. Drought is endemic in the area. The annual rainfall of 600 millimeters per annum has led to poor harvests and general poverty among subsistence farmer households. Rural poverty is above 70%. Meeting the family needs is a challenge. Many families have resorted to negative coping mechanisms to survive, such as poaching, selling of charcoal and firewood, which are detrimental to the environment. Some families even struggle to support the educational needs of their children. This fuels early marriages and school dropouts. World Vision Hwange has been working with its partners to improve access to education for vulnerable children of Hwange through a multi-pronged approach, which include support to schools with education equipment and materials, construction of classroom blocks and teachers' cottages, support to improve the teaching methods within schools, as well as advocacy campaigns within communities to improve community support to education. Over the last 2 years, World Vision has partnered with the Higher Life Foundation in targeting 1,200 vulnerable children with direct access to education through a block grant system to schools.
The partnership between World Vision and Higher Life Foundation has opened a whole new front in the fight for the rights of children to access education. In this project, a multi-pronged approach has been used to target, number one, the children, the vulnerable children themselves, their schools, and then lastly, their families.
St. Mary's Primary School has the highest number of children under the support of the Higher Life Foundation project, with a total of 400 children.
My name is Priscilla Nyon. I am in grade 7. When I grow up, I want to be a computer technician. I thank you, Higher Life.
The school has taken advantage of the block grant to accelerate school development by purchasing furniture for 5 classrooms to improve the learning environment. A new computer lab has been furnished, allowing children to access higher quality ICT education. St. Mary's Primary also recently purchased a heavy-duty 3-in-1 printer and copier, which now allows the school to print their local exams. Dinde Primary is another school working closely with World Vision and Higher Life Foundation. The school has a total of 65 children under the block grant support.
Their parents actually were struggling when it came to payments of levies. This compromised even the learning capabilities of pupils. This block grant has actually brought a number of changes in the school. This term, when we got the funding, we managed to purchase furniture for our ECD learners and also for our grade 7 pupils. We discovered that before the furniture was purchased, most of our ECD learners sat on floors during their lessons, and the grade 7s sat on no broken furniture, and to that end they were so crowded such that the learning outcomes were not very proper.
The Higher Life Foundation project is covering a total of 17 primary schools across rural Hwange Central. Some schools like Mwemba Primary have embarked on a project to fence their school to improve security for the school children and the all-female teachers team at the school.
Since 1960, when this school was opened, we have never had a fence. So from Higher Life grants, we have started working on a fencing project with a perimeter of 440 meters. So that means we will be able to surround all our buildings with the fence.
Mashala Primary School is another notable school with 157 children under Higher Life Foundation.
We used the money thinking of implementing the new curriculum. Hence we thought of buying these electrical gadgets that we have seen, which makes it easy for the implementation of the new curriculum. Production of classwork, individual lessons for the class teachers and their classes, and also the assessment.
The 1,200 children under the support of the Higher Life Foundation project are followed up and monitored through the World Vision system and database. World Vision has the structure and experience of working with vulnerable children to monitor their well-being in the areas of education performance, health, nutrition, and other child rights.
We also have a network of community volunteers who assist us to do monitoring. They usually do home visits at least once in every 90 days. And we have a database that captures the information and captures everything that they would have monitored, and it helps us to keep track of child well-being issues.
All right, Imindo Munsaka Alexander, Didinga Ward 9, Mashara Ward, the monitor vana, by Momo program World Vision, Akale Navana Vasimon program World Vision, and it is sponsorship. So, Kune High Life. Kuna vana vari 157 vari register under High Life. Vana vanosheta kujingumba kwavanobva, so kwangweno vabhanchikana zvikuru.
As a means of ensuring sustainability of the school fees payment and access to school for the children after the end of the project, the High Life Foundation project has deliberately targeted the parents and guardians of the children in the project with interventions to improve income generation for the vulnerable families. The improved income would allow the parents and guardians of the children supported by the projects to continue paying fees many years into the future. Over the past 2 years, the High Life Foundation project has worked to support improved livelihoods through support to the irrigation gardens and the establishment of savings groups.
Through my programs akatouya eHigh Life zvakuanani tairarama nekutengesa huni nekuita chako iyoyo yamataura, ndiyo mararamiro aitairarama kusaiti kwaita garden because hapana dhamu hapana chi, saka taingorarama tichienda mudondo tichitema miti tichitengesa huni kurodhi, zvimwe tichiita anonzi mahonda okubika chako, saka zvaitiremera.
Most of the vulnerable families rely on rain-fed agriculture, which has proven to be difficult over the years. Droughts have led to crop failures and hence poverty and vulnerability. The High Life Foundation project has worked with the communities to take advantage of the availability of the year-round sunshine to establish solar-powered gardens to support year-round vegetable production. The vegetables provide not just improved nutrition for the families, but also improved family income through vegetable sales. To date, the project established from scratch 4 gardens which are 1 hectare each and accommodating about 40 plot holders each. The new gardens include Dobolo Garden in Sidinda Ward, Mpongolo Garden in Change Ward, Kalisine in Nekatambe Ward, and Chibondo Garden in Nekabandama Ward. The 4 gardens have a total of 160 vulnerable families now actively producing vegetables. The project also targeted all the existing gardens to boost water availability and productivity. These gardens include Chachachunda, Champepo, Mashawi, Kasase and Sidinda. These gardens have a total of 240 families who benefit directly.
Ndakandikona kubhadha school fees yomwanangu nzekuru wangu ndigere naye ndakandikonerwa sendakaboka strike high life yakanditora nibhanja nokumugadheni futi andibhamba mukati ndimuwana tomari tokuti ndibetengera mwanangu sugar ndiviga mupfuriche kuchikoro
ndoboka imwani high life yakaketa mwanangu mukati mwemwani tindibhanjikane kubhadhira school fees anje vekwanisa zoti ndisingumaba handina ndume ndozvibonera kulera vanhu
tabuka high life makatipa maguru mapen namaseretepu namabhuku namakapa vaso vanosapotwa nehigh life vakapiwa mapen namabhuku
vanasimbe
Besides the gardens, the High Life Foundation project worked to facilitate the establishment of about 100 savings groups. Almost all the parents and guardians with children under the Higher Life Foundation support were mobilized and trained through a trainer of training approach to establish the groups. The village savings and loans have allowed the families to access microloans and engage in small family business.
My savings groups angu are 3, Sidinda 1, 2 and 3, and any number members are 61. Vanoshangana every month unless kana pay nama emergencies. Zwakatisa ari ndakalingisisa kuti mu ward tinana vana vari vulnerable kanjani ndiri case care worker tikakwanisa kuti tingotanga ma savings groups aya we eliminate poverty nokushukurudzwa kwavana.
Tinoposa mari jedu every month patinoshangana. Takakwanisa pe 2 years yo patakakwanisa kutenga mipika, indiro nekomechi. Vamwe vakatuvura kukwanisa kukwereta jimari, vakatenga mbuji, vamwe vakatenga nguruve. Tikakwanisa futi kubhadharira vana vedu kunda kuchikoro hapana mwana unotatamirwa. Tikava nokukwanisa futi kuti kuchengeta imari tibhadhara mafizi emukani edb ejing'ombe jedu.
The Higher Life Foundation project also sought to work to improve behavior change and better support for child education in communities through advocacy campaigns for education and other child rights. Through a partnership with the Zimbabwe Republic Police, a district campaign dubbed Zero Tolerance to Child Sexual Violence was launched. A total of 2,163 girls and boys were reached with empowerment messages. The campaigns have encouraged members of the community to report child sexual abuse cases.
Over the last 2 years, World Vision Hwange area program has been implementing what we call an education technical program, which has a target to reach 3,000 children with improved access to education. And our partnership with Higher Life Foundation has actually accelerated us towards that target. As we speak, a total of 1,200 vulnerable children have been reached directly by this project in terms of getting these children to access education. Another almost 2,500 children are reached through the school block grant, which has improved the learning environment. We are not talking of a lost generation here. We are talking of a found generation. We are actually actors and witnesses of the opening and the unlocking of potential for these children of Hwange in an unprecedented way. It's actually the rewriting of the history of these children. And I want to say to our partner, Higher Life Foundation, thank you very much.